好，Good afternoon。我中英文 mix OK 嘛，对不对？我用中文讲好了，因为中文其实是我的母语，英文不是我的母语。好，那昨天已经跟大家分享了很多，可是我还是想要跟大家讲一下我的背景。其实从小呢，在家 English better? Okay, good. All right. You gotta be uncomfortably comfortable, right? So I shared a little bit about my story yesterday, right? But I want to go in depth a little bit because if I share my whole story on stage, then I'll take too much time for my segment. But I moved to the States for a very simple reason. I think a lot of people are Chinese here, right? And I think it's a similar culture, right? Growing up, it's like you gotta be a doctor, you gotta be a lawyer, you gotta be worst comes to worst, you be a 会计师, right? An accountant, that's worse. Right? And I'm like, man, I don't want any of them. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really not good at studying. I got to the high school because that high school will automatically basically put me into a really good college. Right? So when I graduated from high school, my brother said, man, you're probably the worst Asian kid in your school. Right? I didn't score 100% for math, which all Asians should be good at math, right? I didn't score 100% for science. Typically, they should get 100. But I got into a college thinking 4 years later, I'll be just like everyone, six-figure USD income. That's what everyone wants, right? But one semester into it, I knew it was not going to happen. Because I'll tell you the truth, this is the truth. In the US, if you have the same skin color just like I do, you will never get the six-figure. It's very, very hard. I didn't speak the language. I learned my English in Market America. Prior to this business, I don't speak English. Prior to this business, I don't speak English. It's all Chinese, Mandarin, right? So I knew I wasn't gonna get a good job. I just wanted more. So I started working on campus, off campus. I was doing, dishwashing. I was so desperate because before I started the business, it was 2008. What happened in 2008 to the whole world? The economy crashed, right? My parents are investors. So they probably lost over 60% of everything they have. So they called me and my brother and said, here's what I need to tell you. We can no longer support you for your college. My brother's lucky, he just finished college, right? I'm one semester into school. He said, we cannot support you. So you got two options. One, you fly back to Taiwan and attend a local college. Two, we have enough saved up to put you through college, but you need to go work and pay yourself your rent, your everything through college. Now I wanted to stay in the US, so I started to work 20-something hours with the school. After classes, everything, I would go to restaurants and do dishes. I would do delivering pizza, Chinese food. Eventually, right, like I said, traditional business. Right? But when Michael shared with me this business, I didn't want to share on stage because I was too negative. I was very, very negative, right? But there's a key I want to share, but I want to hear this story. Every time he would share with me the products, I would throw the products away. Like, throw it away. Right? Because I still think it's one of those things, right? My parents are very successful business owners, and I tell Michael, our parents did not give us the money for you to do this, right? So it was an image problem. I didn't want people to look at us like, oh, 老鼠会传销金字塔. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, we should be a well-educated, people in the United States, right? So, long story short, like I said, I told everyone, I said, I'm his own brother. If I'm not gonna do this with him, why would you do this with him? So don't pick up his phone call. Don't do anything, right? So you really need to understand my names list. My name list was so bad. I had to tell people, I was just joking 2 years ago, this is a good business. Right? When I told them it's 传销, it's 老鼠会, MLM pyramid. Right? So I didn't have a good name list starting with the business. But here's what Michael did in 2 years. Right? 2 years. He went to every single convention. 2 years. He bought 3 tickets. Okay? So in the US, in my area, in New York, Pennsylvania, that's the northeast of the United States, we have 4 conventions a year. Okay? International Convention in Greensboro, everyone has it? Yep, that's August, right? February, we all have World Conference in Miami. But we have two regional conventions. One in May and one in November. So you see, every 3 months, there's a convention. Michael's first convention was the November one. He came back, bought 3 tickets. Okay? Did I go? Of course not. He gave, he didn't sell the ticket. He gave 1 ticket to his girlfriend at that time. Now it's his wife. They've been together for 16 years. 2 beautiful kids, right? He gave that ticket to his wife and his girlfriend and said, come to this convention. So when Gina came back from the convention, I asked her, I said, how's the 传销? Right? She said, man, bunch of crazy people. Right? Oh, they don't sleep. Training, 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 meeting after meeting, meeting after meeting, meeting after meeting, right? And then they don't eat. They just drink OPC. I'm like, for 3 days? And I said, yeah, they're crazy. But then this is what Gina said. She said, but they're good people. They all really want to fight for their dreams. Ever since then till today. So Michael, my brother, my sponsor, he's a professional coordinator as well, right? He has a full-time job, but he has a supplemental income, a professional coordinator, not bad, right? So ever since that one day, Gina never said no to going to training, going to a convention. Because why? Because she understood going to these events, we weren't going out there to party, to spend money. We were going there to get educated, to grow ourselves. Does that make sense? Second convention, I'll go faster now because he bought 3 tickets in Miami. Sell how many? Sold 0. But who went? He went. And he bought 3 more tickets for the regional convention. Who went? Nobody. He went. But he bought 3 more tickets, Stan, to what? International convention. Who went? Nobody. But him. Again and again, to the 7th time, he still bought 3 tickets. Those 3 tickets were international convention tickets, right? So he bought it at Miami, right? All the way till July. I still tell him, I said, how many tickets you sold, huh? I still tease him, man, negative brother, man. Right? So he says 0. 2 weeks before the convention, you know what he said to me? He said, you know what? I am sick and tired of you. All right? You need to stop doing all this. He said some bad words, right? SH something T, right? He said, you need to stop doing this because I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for our family. At least you owe it to me. You owe it to yourself. You need to go to an international convention with me. And I said, under what? Why should I go? He said, number 1, I'm gonna pay for your ticket. I said, whoa, free ticket, right? I'm okay with free. He said, I already bought your bus ticket. So we're taking the bus to go to international convention. And he said, I will write a note to your teacher, because I was taking summer class. He said, I'll write a note so you can skip class. Remember I told you I wasn't a good student? I said, skip class, free trip, let's go. Right? So you do whatever it takes to get your family there, right? So here's the point. That whole trip going to international convention, I was very, very, very negative. The bus trip, very negative. First day, you know, back, you guys, how many guys been to our big convention? Anyone been to US before for the convention? Some of you, right? You go there early, right? Line up. We used to go there at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. line up. Crazy, right? Me? I was so negative. I'm like, why are we at the convention center? I said, Michael, the agenda said 9 a.m. It's 6. You guys can't do math? When they got there, front row, right? Guess where I sat? All the way in the back. 3 days, arms crossed. And I was 18 years old. I don't even know why I was so negative, right? But the most important thing that I saw was at the convention they have awards, right? And Miss Min Lu, how many of you guys know Olivia Lee? Anyone know Olivia Lee? Olivia Lee's mom, Min Lu, right? I was at the gala event, and Min Lu actually won the Certified Trainer of the Year. And I looked around, I said, wow, she doesn't speak a word of English. She's an American company, and they gave her one of the highest awards in this company, the Certified Trainer. That shows a lot about this company. Number 2, it shows a lot about her. right? In my mind, I still think this is 传销, but I think, man, if I do 传销, I want to follow the big boss. She's the big boss. I want to follow someone that was going to provide a better thing for me, right? So last day we were walking, I already made up my mind those 3 days. I said, man, so many people making money, I want to retire young. I want to have more time with my family. Like I shared yesterday on stage, I wanted time with my family, right? But here's the moral of the story. I came back and started my business, boom. I was up and running. I was hitting Master UFO, President's Challenge the first couple weeks in my business. I sponsored 7 people in the first 7 weeks, like fast, right? I was building the business. But more of the story is this: what if Michael did not buy 3 tickets every single time? And what if he only bought 1? Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Because he bought 3, the investment was so much for him at that point. How many of you guys, be honest, buying 3 tickets financially is a little bit tough? Not easy. Raise your hands, okay. Not easy, right? For me, not easy too. I didn't have money, everything credit card. By the time I get to the next event, I just paid my credit card and I bought 3 more. Every year it was like that in the beginning, right? But what if Michael didn't buy 3 and he only bought 1? He probably wouldn't do that for 7 times. And if he didn't do that for 7 times, guess who wouldn't be here? Me. Guess who would be working at the bubble tea shop right now? Me. Guess who would hate their life right now? Me. Guess who would tell Michael and say, you should have told me more. You should have brought me to the convention. And I'm here to tell you this. Here's your next ticket, right? Yes. It's okay, thank you. Here's our international convention ticket, right? For August. I don't care if you're going, I'm going, right? 30 years. But here is just some of the tickets in my notebook. These are tickets that I didn't sell. Old tickets. Let me tell you, if I go home, Stan, I never throw away my tickets. I have a stack of extra tickets that I didn't sell. Let me tell you, it's not tasty. Kevin talked about eat the tickets, right? If you add hot sauce, whatever sauce, it's still not tasty. Chew it, it's not good. But here's the thing, if I didn't buy these extra tickets, I wouldn't be stressed enough, pressured enough to move 1 more. And I want you to think about this. I'm gonna close with this. If you didn't go out there and buy 1 more, that person you wanted to sell the ticket to, you always say, hey Stan, I'll buy the ticket when that person shows up. You will never buy that ticket because that person will never show up. Does that make sense? Let me buy the gym pass after I get my 6-pack. That makes sense? No, you buy the gym pass, that doesn't even guarantee you going to the gym. But if you buy the gym pass, it gives you a chance to go, right? And then you go, you get the result. So understand, tickets aren't gonna always be sold. Can I be honest, right? And they're not. But because 1 was sold, it changed my life. And because I bought 3, it changed Wayne's life, one of my business partners. Because Wayne bought 3 tickets, it changed Christina's life. Christina bought 3, it changed Helen's life. I bought another 3, it changed Chevy's life. Chevy changed J-Rod's life. J-Rod changed Mo's life. People lead to people, and that's why you got a group of people. You got a group of people that were brave enough 6 months ago and bought 2 extra. So I want you to be brave enough to buy your 3, not 1, but 3. So you can bring 2 people and really change their life. Because when you change their life, it's gonna change your life. All right, so that's it. That's it. Thank you so much, guys.